Alright, so since people seem so interested in the Ben 10 animation that I posted on Facebook, I decided just to show you how much cheating I did to make that whole animation. So if we just load up the file here. Alright, so we got the little, we got the Ben 10 model. That right there is called an armature. It's kind of the bone system. It's what you manipulate to actually make animation. So like you kind of do that, and it lets you select a finger or come on, work with me here, or his like backbone, stuff like that, spine, that kind of stuff. Anyways, we got a timeline down here that as you scrub through it, it kind of plays through it. Each of these are keyframes, so it's basically telling you at this frame this is the position, and at this frame, well, at this frame it's the position, and this frame it's the next position. So make movement between those things to make those positions happen smoothly. Alright, so right there, I have a light that is green. Oops. Let me get back to object mode. This is just a really bright green light. Currently, it's off. Let me get materials on. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Now I got the sun. Here we go. Alright. So that's just like a really bright green light, but as you can see, the power is at 0 watts because I don't have it turn on until I hit the keyframe right about here. When then I keyframe it, you see how that turned yellow? The power. Uh, Now I have it go right from 0 watts to like just an obscene number to make it look like there's this huge, blast of light to kind of fake him shrinking. Well, to be fair, I actually shrink the model again with another keyframe. As you can see here, that's his full size, and then between these frames I have him shrink. Alright? But on top of that, I legit just move him underneath the platform so that you cannot see him. And then you take this little guy over here, who's just been sitting here the entire time, but you can't see him in the camera. And I have a keyframe to have him move very slowly, and then that next frame, I jolt him over. So now you can see him there, but in the camera I act like I don't see him, and then it does the little, where the hell did he go? And then right around 2:15 is when his little animation starts to play of him waving. And that's just it. That's it. I'm able to do like the really cool lighting effect right there. I'm using the Eevee renderer of Blender, which is just kind of like a real-time renderer. It's much better than the Cycles renderer for this case because Cycles will ray trace uh, any like calculations that have to happen, meaning that it makes a physically accurate representation of light, and it just takes a very, very long time. So the sampling is just how many samples per frame. I have some ambient occlusion going on, so that's like the contact shadows that like you would have on a character model. For example, you can see how there's some contact shadows. If I turn this off, it doesn't. It's just not, the shading's just not as good. Look right around the elbow area. Anyways, the bloom again is a huge portion of how I was able to do the light. Like, look at how I wouldn't be able to cover up that kind of stuff without that really nice bloom effect right there. The volumetric lighting, I'm not getting into that. Volumetric shadows aren't really needed. I didn't bother with the indirect lighting or anything. Well, so that's it. That's a little breakdown.